done our best, then no one can do more.
Hello there, welcome to the Flashing Blade podcast. I'm Siobhan, he is but one and many, and there's blood on his hands. His futures are before him, all undiscovered lands. Let's meet the plucky girl assistants, shall we? We're down one. And my face is looking away from you now. So, anyway, Retta's here. Hello, Retta. Can't hear Retta, but you know.
Better?
Say something, love.
Hello?
Hey!
Yep, you're good now.
Here I am. Hello.
Hello. Dr. Sinister is up there.
Hiya.
No, I can't really
Ryan,
be outside the monitor.
would you like a Twinkie?
You know what? I would love a Twinkie.
Oh, this should be good. No, down, Sin.
Oh,
Down.
Down. Yeah,
Pass down.
Oh,
Other side, Brian.
there.
Other side. Other side.
It's okay. I got the Twinkie.
I want a Twinkie, but I don't have any.
Retta, do you want a Twinkie?
Unfortunately, the portal doesn't work yet. Remember, they're still fixing it.
Oh, the Portal of Boston doesn't work? Okay.
No, it doesn't. They're still fixing it.
Oh, well. I offered.
Sorry.
Just tell them to
I
flush
know.
sideways. It'll be fine.
What the
Maybe
hell have
next
I
time.
walked into here? And the Brian is there.
Hello.
Two of your hosts tonight have had haircuts. We're leaving it to you to work out who. All right? Don't give anything away here, guys. Right, so, Dr. Sinister, how has your week been?
My week's been okay. Tomorrow is Mrs. S's birthday.
Happy birthday, Liz!
Happy birthday.
As usual, I've
Birthday.
subcontracted the wrapping of the gifts to Alice. And I'm probably buying a new car.
Ah, yes. We will talk
Good
about
luck.
this new car in a moment. Retta, how's your week been? Tell us about Maisie. How's she getting on?
Maisie's doing wonderful. She's walking around the house now. Seems to not be hiding anymore, is eating, really acclimating. She's still kind of unsure about Jasper. So
How's
as long
Jasper
as
about her?
He wants to be friends.
Oh, that's good.
He really wants to be friends, and Maisie will let him come up and sniff her. But if he comes around her and she doesn't realize he's there,
Yeah, big
she'll like
surprise.
hiss at him and bat at him and everything like that.
Oh, it's still early days, though.
But exactly.
Yeah.
I'm assuming they're going to be great friends soon.
Oh, this pleases me greatly. Brian, how's your week been?
Bad. Been a little sad, but
Ah,
overall.
yes, there is some sad news. Now, we didn't mention
Yes.
it last week. We lost two of the great comic artists. Neil Adams, who's the only one I can really point to and say, look, that is Neil Adams. His Batman run.
yeah. He pretty much reinvented DC during the 70s.
Yeah. And we also lost George Perez, who was one of my very favourite Marvel artists.
He's of all time.
Yeah.
I mean, no one can even get a candle on this guy.
He did a run on the Fantastic Four that defined Ben Grimm. And yeah, so a little sad there. Quickly getting back to the car situation. I've spoken with my chief scientist.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yes.
I can take you at the lights.
Okay.
Higher
On what basis?
speeds, you will overtake me. But off the lights, I've got you.
How come?
All our talk is there.
Right.
It's direct talk. Yours isn't.
you
I
know
can
this
get the
is going
phone
to have
because
to be proven out, right?
Oh yeah, and I know just where we're going to do it as well.
So
wanna
the
race?
Flashing Blade now does drag racing. Awesome.
We'll do it on the way up to Thomas's. It's a fairly quiet road and a dual carriageway.
Do you have a girl who's going to like drop a flag in between your two cars before you start, kind of like in Greece?
Adam.
Adam.
Good. Good.
Yeah, I don't.
have to
I'll be
have
honest with you. I don't know how the drive system works on my car because it's a hybrid. It's got a 2-litre engine, but it's also got batteries, and I don't know when the engine's working or when the batteries are working. I don't know anything really.
You'll find out. That's part of the joy.
I don't know how much fuel economy I'm going to get. I don't know whether I'm going to be saving money on petrol. I genuinely know nothing at this time.
You see, that's why I was asking you earlier, because I remember your 1 litre Focus, the Ecotec, I think it was.
It's an EcoBoost with a 3-cylinder engine. It's
But-
bloody brilliant, though.
It was the one before that when we went up to Hooverville. And if you remember, I was really impressed by the fact you didn't use that much petrol.
No.
So what I'm thinking is, how does this car, being a hybrid, but a 2-litre engine instead of a 1-litre
Yeah.
engine, how does
And
that
a much-
compare?
And a much bigger and much heavier car.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Don't know. I asked the guy, and he said it probably wouldn't make very much difference to my fuel economy.
Fair enough. At least in cities, you're going to be cleaner.
Yeah, as I say, I don't know if I've got control over when the batteries are
I
being
think
used.
it kicks in from 0 to 30, and then when you hit 30, the petrol engine takes over. Something like that.
No idea.
You'll find
It's,
out.
anyway, it's a year old. It's got 7,500 miles on the clock,
That's not bad going, mate.
and
That's
it's a
not
much
bad going.
higher. I mean, my car's already quite a high spec. This is higher spec still.
Fair enough. No, that's good. And it looks more like the limo of a dictator.
It does. It looks like something that I could legitimately cruise past and wave.
Right. We've
Are you
now
armor
got to...
plating it?
I'm now going, hello, Hustler Simon, do a kickflip. One of you
Ooh.
do a kickflip.
Don't know what. that is.
Hang on. Okay, did it.
Yeah, you realise
we
he's not
imagine-
going to be able to walk now for the next week.
Let's just pretend that I did kickflip because I don't know what one is.
No, and I don't know either. What I want to see if I can do, I honestly think what we need to do is we'll do it between us somehow, buy 2 little flags of the Sync logo to
Yeah.
stick on the front end of the bonnet. I think that would be good.
Little triangular ones.
You want triangles, right? Okay. But Brian,
Yes?
you've seen, you've disappointed our viewer.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, you know, I live to
Christ's sake,
disappoint
Brian, get
viewers.
it together.
I live to disappoint viewers. I mean, just
Does,
hey,
does Hustler Simon want a Twinkie?
would you like a Twinkie, Mr. Simon?
All offers of food or other products are not valid on this show.
Paco hasn't done his bit since we now know we have a viewer.
Yes, go on, do it.
Right. Hey, guys and gals and non-binary pals, you're watching a Flash and Blade podcast. For those of you on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss a video. Thank you.
You should be a DJ.
Yeah, I still want to vomit.
Yeah.
It's
All I
very
want
good.
is a little, late night radio talk call-in show.
Do a
Perhaps in a
Twinkie
wacky
flip.
mountain town.
Do a Twinkie flip.
Okay.
Right, go on.
you go.
Whoa! Oh,
You've got-
that's skill.
Oh,
That's skill right
Brian,
there.
you have a sexy voice.
No,
Uh-oh.
I'm scared.
I think you've pulled.
Yeah, well done, man. However, we do have some good news this week.
Mhm.
We do. The new Doctor Who has been announced.
Yes.
No!
Yes,
Brilliant.
yes, Ncuti Gatwa.
Is that
No
definitely
idea who that is.
That's how you pronounce it. Yes,
Shooty, as in shoot, bang, bang.
or Shooty, but it's going to be
Okay,
Shooty
okay.
Bang Bang. You know it is, or Shooty Dog Thing. You know that's going to come up. Young, I'll be honest. Love the fact they're gone for a person of colour. I did wish it would be a woman.
Well, I think Russell T Davies has been very clever here
ooh,
because
cleverness.
we've had a lady doctor, right?
Yes,
and
yes,
I think
yes.
that, and I think there would have been a big clamoring for another one, and he's obviously decided not to go down that route. But no one can criticize him because we've got a black actor now, and if you criticize him for not having a lady, now you're racist.
I don't want to go
said
down that
should've
wormhole.
gone with Dr. Ruth.
Well, Dr. Ruth, there,
Bring it.
she's the proof. By the way, that was more impossible than a kickflip, but very nice.
I don't know what an impossible is, but thanks for
It's
the
for
feedback.
skateboard.
Anyway, so what do we think?
Well, I saw the announcement and
Yes.
I thought, who the hell is that?
Yeah.
And then I thought, doesn't matter because I didn't know who Matt Smith was either.
Fair enough. Retta, quickly Googling to find out what...
Don't type the word. Don't
Born
type
in
the word
between
shooty.
Sinister and
It's not spelled like
Spanky.
that.
But he looks nice. I guess. I mean, I don't know who the actor is, but
Neither
he
do
looks
I.
He's got a
nice.
mus-
He's
he had a
very,
moustache.
yeah, he
He had a
does have a mustache. Very pleasing
have
to
to
the
go.
eye, so I think for fangirl services, I'm not opposed to this choice so far. I mean, but it'll take a lot to take me away from Matt Smith. I mean, Matt Smith is still my doctor after Tom Baker.
Ooh.
How many Twinkies can you eat at once, killer?
I've got 9 left.
Thing is, do you really want to waste them by chucking them all in your mouth at the same time? Oh,
No, 'cause I think he's like
you're not going to be able to
12.
beat him. His best is 12.
Oh well, I don't have 12.
Well, there we go. He's won.
He has.
He has.
Well done.
Congratulations.
Once again, we have let the audience down.
Yes.
That's fine.
Consistency.
Yes.
You see, that's what we go for here. Brian, you've had
Yes.
a haircut. Tell us about what your thoughts are on this.
I don't know who this guy is. I just hope he's ready for the toxic fans. That's all.
It's not been so
Because
bad
you know
online
they're
that
out
I've
there,
seen.
and you know they're just revving their engines.
Uh-huh.
Do you want to hear some feedback from Facebook?
Hang on 2 seconds. We do have a challenge here. Okay.
I'm really.
If you can eat those 9 Twinkies in one go, he will follow us. I am not going to ask you to do that
Okay,
because you have
here,
to share
I'll
them
do
with
this.
him.
I know what
I'll
I'll do.
time
I
you.
will
Can I-
eat every single Twinkie in my house now.
Right. Can I just
Now,
make an?
how many do you
I
have?
just want to.
What-
I
what
just
at a
want to
time?
make an observation here for the reason that I'm afraid I can't accept your challenge. I'm diabetic.
Good reason.
That's a good reason. Okay, you ready? I will eat every single Twinkie in my house right now if you give us a follow.
I think Brian's waiting for the follow, Simon.
Are we gonna have? Shall we have? I'll do one. I'll do one with you.
Okay.
Oh, fuck's sake, they're going to be on sugar highs.
I've had one already.
Whenever you're ready, Simon, you hit that follow button. I shove stuff in my mouth. Let's go.
Okay, that was not how it was supposed to sound, but you get the idea.
Mm-hmm.
He says, "How many have you got?"
How many?
All the ones in my house are right here with me.
You got one. You got
yeah,
one.
he's got one. Seriously, he's got one. But
But
you're going to get 2 people eating Twinkies at the same time. One in the UK,
this is-
one in
this is
America.
Cross-Atlantic synchronized Twinkie consumption.
Come on. You can't pay for entertainment like that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you could.
Come on, where else are you going to see old guys like us eat Twinkies?
That's a channel in itself, quite frankly.
Mm-hmm.
Old guys eat Twinkies.
Did you know this will... Yes, it is a challenge because we may have a heart attack while we're doing this. You
Oh,
don't
now
know.
this could be
No.
fun, actually.
I could die. I could die live on the internet, and the future historians would
Sinister has diabetes. He could die right now.
be.
Can I have your Doctor Who stuff?
No.
Oh, good. You're
You know
getting
what?
mine.
You know what, Simon? I agree with you. It's not a challenge. We're supposed to have standards. They never live up to those standards. And now they expect that you're going to follow us just because they eat a Twinkie? I wouldn't.
Right. Do you want to hear Facebook feedback on the new Doctor? Oh, hang on. Why is this beautiful woman so mad?
She's an extremist. She's on jihad. It's not a Muslim jihad. Oh, no, 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 no. It's for the Church of the Holy Hobo.
I've opened this. I'm going to eat it now.
Well, I feel you should.
Mhm.
You dropped some. You had to drop some, didn't you? Live on camera. Can't take you anywhere. If you call Snack One, I will follow you.
If you call Snack One, what?
I've no idea. Sorry, Simon. We speak English here. Yeah. If you call Snack One, I follow you.
Is it a code?
Unit code green, I think.
Oh, shit.
I
Green?
know.
Green.
Green.
Oh my God.
I know. However,
We
by the
haven't
power
seen
of
that
Twinkies,
since
you'll be able to
1980,
translate.
Maybe 70. We don't know, but we haven't seen it since then.
As you can see, we don't often get many people in chat. We're just going a little bit silly
no one.
here.
No, I'll die.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I'm just pushing Twinkies on my daughter.
As one does.
Think about
Says she
it.
quite likes them now.
Okay. Well, my Twinkies are all gone. I'm sorry.
Right.
I could
I've
go out
only
to the
got-
shops and get get some Twinkies, but I'd
I
be a
got
little
six.
while.
I got 6 left now, but I'm not eating.
I had
any
a
more.
box.
So is this
I
going to be the
now
thing
have
now? Every Sunday
no
we'll
box.
be eating Twinkies. It's going to be
No,
very
I only bought these.
expensive.
I'm
I bought
okay.
these.
Expensive for
these.
you guys.
This is just for a visual gag, and I've done that now.
You two didn't set something up, did you?
Us? Plotting?
But
you
that
been
implies we've actually got a plan.
Two things. Number one, had you fucking been here on time, you would have known. Number two, you obviously haven't read the script.
Well, I've read all my parts. It was whippet shit. It was translated from the Albanian. I'm sorry. You
Right.
know.
Do you want to hear Facebook
Yes,
feedback on...
yes,
Right.
we will. We got to follow. Thank you, Simon.
Thanks, Simon. Right.
Thank you.
First one. Goodbye, Doctor Who. You've screwed the pooch. It was fun. And somebody's replied, how to say I'm racist without not actually saying it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a funny way to say I'm racist.
I was talking. Brian knows these already. So apparently, this guy might be gay,
I've no idea.
and
He's played a
somebody's-
gay character in Sex Education.
Right. Well, somebody's put. Oh, so that's how he got the job.
Of course. Of course. Right. Okay. Yeah.
Someone here wants him to interact with Captain Jack.
That's not going to change anything, to
every-
be fair.
Okay, to be fair, since Captain Jack came around, that has been asked of every doctor. So
It has.
I'm
Yeah.
not even.
It's going to be a while, I think, before you see Captain Jack again.
Yeah, I'm not even phased by that one.
And a gentleman by the name of Eric Perry says he's just glad it's not James Bloody Corden.
Now, you see, I
As
think that's a
are we
sentiment
all.
we can all get behind.
As are we
I
all.
like James Corden.
Simon, thank you
Not
so
as a
much for
doctor.
popping in. We
You're
really
the
do
only one.
appreciate it. Thank you. All right. Have
Simon.
yourselves a good evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you are. Have a good one.
Enjoy Twinkies.
Nope, we have not been sponsored by the Hostess Company. We just really enjoy Twinkies.
However,
Do you hear
we
us,
are
hostess?
We are open to being bribed, however.
However, as I'm not diabetic, you just send them to me. I'm sorry, Sinister, you will be rationed.
I'm not having
But
any
what
more
about
tonight.
us in America? We need our Twinkie fixes.
To be fair, I've seen an awful lot of positive feedback about it. Yes, there's been
yeah.
the one or two little arseholes, but I'm a bit concerned, as I've said, that the Not My Doctor lot are going to start crowing that it's no longer a woman, but they'll very quickly show their racist sides.
Well, after all the flack that Dominic got for his stuff, I'm just...
That's the problem. Fandom is a microcosm of society, and because it's a smaller selection, the units sound louder, if that makes sense. I think there's a metaphor there. I'm not sure. But yes.
More of a meta 3 than a metaphor.
But at the moment, it's mostly very positive. People are excited about this.
And those that would decry this and get up about the guy's race and whatever, just realize we don't need you.
No, frankly. You obviously haven't taken any lessons from the program you claim to love. So go away. There's other fandoms you can go and join. I don't know. I mean, Star Wars is a very nice, easygoing fandom.
Yeah, they're very accepting of everything.
Yeah, go for that. Right. We've had bad news. We've had good news. Still no Spanky. Has someone messaged him on Discord?
He wrote to us. He said, hang on. He said, I'm going to be a couple of minutes late. I'm just finishing up some Mother's Day stuff for the Spank Wife. That was at 20:58.
Well, it's been more than a couple of minutes.
That was 22 minutes.
You can forgive him. I mean, it is Mother's Day here in the US.
See, I got a problem with Mother's Day in general.
I'm afraid you're wrong, because Mother's Day, we've already had it, so you're late.
Well, we're always late to the party when it comes to you guys.
Wars.
Always late. You guys live in the future. I get it.
No, they were late for World War I and World War II, but they're bloody determined to be there on time for World War III.
We're going to be ahead of time on World War III.
I'd rather not be in World War III, thanks.
Listen, shall we do what we came here to do? I think we've done
what did
news.
we come here to do?
I have no
I thought we were doing
idea at all.
We came here to be mildly racist to each other about our
Things.
countries differently.
Yeah. Hang on a moment. I'm trying to find it.
Places.
Where is it? Where is it? Oh, there it is. And now, from the worlds of BBC Television's Doctor Who, it's Doctor Who. The man with no name strides across the dusty landscape. He sees a barn. He goes into the barn. And then someone comes into the barn and recognizes the man with no name. And half shits herself because she knows what's coming. It's Hellbent, boys and girls. We got here. This pleases me greatly. Right, you know the plot of Hellbent. The Doctor gets back to Gallifrey and has I'm trying to work out the best way of putting this. Has a who's got the biggest cock scene with Rassilon. And all of this is just to save Clara. The whole thing. Right. I've already said in past shows that I have a problem with Hellbent. That problem being as soon as I step into the new TARDIS, I'm lost. I'm just there drooling at TARDIS porn. And whatever goes on around it, I don't care. I'm looking at Randall's. It's just beautiful. It's the best of the old-style control rooms that they've done in the new series, as far as I'm concerned. I will ask a question. Did anybody see Peter Capaldi actually coming in through those doors? I did ask you to keep an eye open for that. The reason I say that is when they made the set, they made the doors too short. So you don't actually see him going through them. Fascinating fact. There we go. Dr. Sinister, tell me about Hellbent, please.
Well, the Doctor's very pissed off. He's been trapped in his confession dial little world for 4.5 billion years or whatever, because he's bloody minded and won't give them the answer they want about the hybrid. As he says, he's come to Gallifrey the long way round. Rassilon tries to have him, imprisoned or taken away or whatever, and everyone basically says, no, you're a dick, and he has to leave. Yeah, I mean, it looked very nice. I liked the flying thingies that they had. And then, as you say, the Doctor steals another TARDIS because he's managed to get Clara back, but she's not really alive.
No, she isn't. She's in a state that Spanky's in, really.
Yeah. So the question
she is Schrodinger's companion now.
And well, can I just say, I went on the farewell scene between Clara and the Doctor lasted what seemed like decades in Face the Raven.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why did we have to do all this again?
For the feels.
I mean, okay, but
well, the Doctor could say goodbye to his girlfriend properly.
The question I have is, she's still dead, right? Technically.
Yes. And she will have to go back. And as we see in Twice Upon a Time, she must die because her memories are uploaded to testimony.
But she's not technically dead if they extracted her at the moment of her death. Technically, she's not dead yet.
She's in stasis. Kind of limbo. In the very last heartbeats. Between them.
Her death still happens. She has got an extension. It's almost like Series 6B, if you like. She's been sentenced to death, but she's got a few millennia doing whatever she wants. I just want to say one thing.
Yes.
I've been very critical of me so far.
Yes.
I actually thought this was the best performance of me.
Yes.
I actually thought she was very good. There was a bit more character about her. There was a bit more acting involved, and it still wasn't perfect, but it was better.
Fair enough. Good. Anything else?
Now I'm done.
You're done. Oh, all right then. Okay. Retta?
I say I love the Sisters of Karn. I love them.
The Sisterhood of Karn.
Why were they there?
To piss off Rassilon.
Yeah, frankly. They remember
pretty much that's the only reason they showed up.
They probably knew something was going to come along and they said, we are going to sit in the peanut gallery on this one.
I want to watch this. I got to watch this.
Because Rassilon doesn't particularly like the Sisterhood of Karn. Remember, the Sisterhood of Karn, law alert, the Sisterhood of Karn sprung from the line of Pythias that used to rule Gallifrey before the intuitive revelation that Rassilon and Omega and somebody else made. And the Pythias were banished to Karn, where they became the Sisterhood. There's a bit of lore there for you. Can
I just say one thing here?
Yeah.
Karn!
Now, if we'd have practiced that, each one of us would have echoed it.
Sorry, Retta, I interrupted you.
It's quite all right. I mean, there were a lot of pissing matches going on in this episode.
Oh, yes.
I mean, we had the obvious one between the Doctor and the other guy there.
Rassilon.
Names. Thank you.
Rassilon.
That's a name you're going to have to remember because everything on Gallifrey has his name on it. everything, including pink and purple polka dot
I
pajamas.
usually just think of him as the annoying Gallifreyan.
The cheese
You know what I mean?
toaster of Rassilon.
Yeah, he's right.
But I loved Clara's smackdown to them in the chamber there.
Oh yes.
Her,
No wonder
as
the
much as I
universe hates
dislike
you.
Clara, as much as I dislike Clara, Zombie Clara kicks ass. That's what I call her in this state. She's Zombie Clara.
Great name. We're having that. Zombie Clara. Thank you. Yep, that's canon now. Cheers, Retta. That explains everything.
So, I mean, I really love that. I think it's stupid about what they did at the end, where he was the one to lose the memories instead of her.
It's a nice twist, to be fair,
It is a nice twist,
because we've
but
seen him wipe a companion's memories before.
Yeah, it would have just been a replay of Donna.
So this
Yeah.
is a very nice twist.
I haven't watched the series with Donna, and I need to.
Oh, you must.
You really
You
need
will
to.
love her. You will love her to pieces.
Donna is about as
I've
sassy
seen
of a
bits and
human
pieces
can be.
enough to know I would love her, and I love the fact that her and the Doctor have no romantic connection, none.
Oh God,
So,
no.
but no.
Well,
Other than that,
yeah.
I thought it was a solid episode. I'm still waiting. I thought for sure that they were trying to set up a side series with me and Zombie Clara in their adventures. I really thought they
Big
were
finish.
trying to
It's
set
over
that
to
up.
you.
I think that was put expressly there for Big Finish, and they've just gone, nah.
It's a fly. It's a diner that's bigger on the
you know
inside than the outside. That flies through time and space. What a
At least
ridiculous
get the damn
concept!
chameleon circuit right on this.
If the Doctor was going to bring
Eddie's
anybody
Diner.
back, instead of Clara, he should have brought back River. I like River so much better. Zombie Clara's no.
I'm really
Zombie
pleased
River would
you
be
say
better.
that, because I know what the next Doctor Who story we're doing is.
Ooh.
It's called The Husbands of River Song.
Oh, I love so much. But anyway,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'm not going to spoil
No,
it.
don't spoil it. Brian, give us your 20 cents worth.
I
That's
like
enough.
this one.
I'm sorry, inflation. Go on.
No, you're getting your money's worth here.
Oh, good.
No, I like this one. This one was good. It really showed the dichotomy between the Doctor and Rassilon, the man who is all fight and the man who isn't.
Mhm.
Um,
Though he
he
did kill the general. Yeah, there's regeneration, but they've always compared it to the little death.
mm-hmm.
Petit mort.
it's the man flu.
Essentially,
the man
Meta,
flu
yeah,
on
human man
Gallifrey,
flu,
yeah.
yeah.
He did check first that it wasn't going to, kill him.
He'll kill him. Yeah.
And still, it's the loss of a life.
And apparently he wasn't male to begin with.
Well, this is the thing. That this is the first sowing of Moffat basically
Yeah.
saying, they can change gender. They can also change race.
Mm-hmm.
The whole thing doesn't matter to them. It's just fluid. And I think that's a great message to give out.
Sure.
You don't sound convinced.
No, I saw where it was coming from with the whole Jodie thing, but yeah, no, I already knew.
I wonder if
figured that.
new generations have
I wasn't telling you. I was just saying it for the audience, love.
I know.
Okay.
children.
She started it.
I did
Paco,
not! If only
you
there was
know better
video
than to
to prove it.
antagonize her.
Are we there yet?
Paco,
You're always picking her side. This place sucks.
I want an ice cream.
no ice cream for you. You're being punished. Paco, continue with your story.
What? Hang on. I'm being What? How?
Nah.
Paco,
You saw that. You saw that. That was unprovoked.
Sinister, what are we going to do with these two?
Execute them.
Oh, okay.
You had to ask, didn't you? You just had to ask.
This has been my goal from day one to get executed. I mean, come on. You realize tomorrow's Monday, right?
Then
I like
don't
the
know what's
new
happening.
TARDIS. The new TARDIS is good. Seeing
New TARDIS
Clara
is
and her new
boring.
BFF me go off and
Right. No. The show is stopping for a second. The show is stopping for a second. You know exactly what I'm looking for. You do. You know where
you
it is.
better know. Why don't you
You
have
earned
this
it.
up?
Well,
You
I didn't
earned
think. I did not honestly think that we would ever need it again now that Eddie wasn't with us.
Ding.
And I was wrong. I was wrong. Oh dear.
We have Spanky.
Yeah, but Spanky's not that bad. Right, hang on a second. No, I've got to do searching now.
So I'll let you search and I'll finish my thing.
Right, got it, I think. There we go, it's there.
Seamless.
It's there.
This is seamless.
By the way, you're glowing. Are you about to regenerate? Okay.
Okay, Retta, I class the unworthy of the diamond logo for that comment.
Yay, you
As-
burned the t-shirt.
She said, but I'm not actually wearing it tonight. Quite frankly, as the doctor said, it's classic. It's a classic.
Boring.
It's the. My head's about to pop.
Boring.
My head is about to pop.
You got that little vein
It's
thing
all
going on.
white. There's just like little circles on it, and it's just
Hey,
nothing.
hey, don't diss the round things.
It's nothing.
No, it's not nothing. We just don't know what they're for yet.
Barring the circles.
do.
then.
They're for Colin Baker to take apart and mess with the chameleon circuit.
You're right.
Mhm.
You are right there. Let's be honest.
The whole thing just looks boring. I don't understand why you have TARDIS porn with this. Explain it to me, Auntie.
Because I've been watching Doctor Who as long as I remember, going way back to probably before 72. And that sort of TARDIS, that's my TARDIS. That's the TARDIS that we grew up with the round things. The new series TARDISes have never looked like the classic TARDIS. And so us seeing round things, it's just...
But do they have to have it just white?
Yeah.
Yes.
You need to start watching some classic Doctor Who, Retta.
The
We're
reason
going to fix
they had
that.
it white was so they could do the whole psychedelic thing on the wall.
Actually, it was
It was the 70s.
it was green, if I'm honest with you.
Yeah.
Because
Console was green.
yeah, the console was green because it's a leftover from the 60s and the black and white filming, where oddly a pale green shows up more white than white does. If that makes sense.
On a similar topic,
yes.
did you know
No.
the yellow uniforms in the original Star Trek were not yellow?
Is that Miss Maisie?
She doesn't look too happy, but she's all right.
That's because Jasper's in the area.
Sorry, Sinister, we will come back to you on that.
It's all right.
At least it's not cat ass.
Oh, that reminds me, Brian. Strange New Worlds, please.
I'm trying to find it. I'm just not finding it.
Sinister.
The original yellow command uniforms in original Star Trek were not yellow.
Do tell.
They were a shade of green that show up as yellow on the cameras of the day, which is why when Captain Kirk has his alternate uniform, the one with the strap that goes along the front, that is green, that's made from a different material, which does show up as green.
I'd just like to point out that, yet again, the flashing blade is doing science for you. We never get any thanks
we
for our
have no
scientific
color
break.
perception.
So has anybody watched the finale for Picard for season 2?
We're in the middle of Doctor Who at the moment.
I know, but we're talking Star Trek already.
Well, no, we will get there.
We will?
Let's finish this off and then...
Okay.
Retta,
Auntie.
do you want to talk?
She's already gone.
Has anybody not gone?
No.
Paco was
Everybody's
in the middle
gone.
of talking, and then
I finished.
you went off on this tangent of trying to prove to me, how great your TARDIS is.
Mm-hmm. And then you stopped me and went up on the whole,
Rector,
not
if you
throw up the
diss
unworthy.
the white console room one more time, you're going to the death zone, and it's a one-way ticket.
Unless
It's
you
in
have an
E-space.
open-ended
Boring.
power-boosted transmat beam. Now with added cloak dispenser.
Can you send me to E-Space? I hear
Space.
Roman is there.
Anyway, moving along. Have you guys been following Picard? Did you see the last episode?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
I
it
haven't watched
was.
any of
Hang
it
on,
yet,
hang on,
I'm
hang on,
waiting
hang on.
for
We
Brent.
need to check if Sinister wants spoilers or not.
Don't care.
Okay, spoiler warning for Picard. I'm not going to play the jingle because it involves effort, but there's a spoiler warning. You might want to pause or fast forward. I'll do this again when we've stopped talking Picard. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I thought the ending was sweet and deserved. It was earned. There you go.
I thought having Will Wheaton come back
Will Wheaton. Yeah.
was perfect. I just hope they pull him into the third season as Captain Exposition. Picard could show up at, Dr. Crusher's house, and we have to go, oh, Jean-Luc, look, we'll just stop by for some tea. You could be sitting there, have a seat. I'll tell you everything.
I've heard a little bit about this episode. Doesn't the salt vampire come back?
Oh,
Yes.
You said you don't care about spoilers. Yes, it does.
The thing
Is there
that
a
sucks the
pepper
salt
vampire
out of
with it?
everything.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it just doesn't suck the salt out of the fan base.
Oh! Been building up to that one for a while, have we?
No, it just came to me.
Actually, heard.
The script writer spent an hour working on that gag.
Mm-hmm.
And boy, did it show. Right. Moving on. Big Finish. Now, this week, I was going to be joined in the reviews by Spanky. Can you see the slight flaw in the practice of our plan? Yet again, I am solo reviewing Big Finish.
Welcome back, Retta.
I don't think she's got her headphones in yet.
I don't think she can hear us.
No, we can say whatever we like.
No, we can't. She'll hear us.
Yeah, somehow.
It's kind of like how she knew about Colin.
Let's just not. Let's just not.
That's going to be a
let's
whole
not-
nother thing for
let's
next
not
week.
go there. Right. Oh, she can hear us now.
Hi,
Anyway.
Retta.
Hi.
Welcome back.
Anyway.
You done talking about Picard?
Yep.
Yep,
Okay, good.
we're good. Yeah, so we're talking about Big Finish now.
Well-
Did you listen to the Big Finish this week?
I didn't get it.
It's.
Oh, you
Or
didn't?
was it?
You've got to keep an eye on the Flashing Blade General text
Oh,
track.
I thought I didn't see it. I'm sorry, my bad.
That's
I'll
all
do it
right.
next
I
time.
wasn't expecting because, you're talking 3 hours worth of work there. I wasn't actually expecting. Oh,
Hey,
talk
speaking of Big
about
Finish.
bloody timing! Who's sharing their screen?
Oh, what
I shouldn't
stream?
be sharing a screen. Sorry, I should be just showing my video camera.
No, we've got watch stream.
Oops. Nope. Hang on a second.
Hang on a second. Well,
My bad.
hey!
I'm a Luddite. What do you want? I forgot today was Mother's Day, and so I had plans, but I just forgot they were for today, and so I had to, on the run, make things happen.
How's your week been?
I am positively giddy with excitement
Oh, bless you,
because of
Luke.
my week. But in to put that in perspective, that's probably the medication talking, so we should take it in that view, right?
We love the medication.
I feel heavily
Maybe.
medicated.
I have one important question to ask you.
Yes, ma'am.
We just finished talking about Doctor Who.
Okay.
What did you think of the new TARDIS
Oh, for fuck's
inside?
sake. Here we go. She's not going to let it
the
drop.
big roundy thing that goes, I like it.
Ha! Ha!
No, it's fair if he likes it, but
The up and downy with the different levels. It's kind of big. I didn't like that part, right? That's the one we're talking about. But the little
the silver one with the white inside.
Oh, the classic. I mean, I thought you meant the other one. Sorry, I had like compared to the one that the girl takes
We're
off.
talking
in,
about
I'm like,
the inside. We're talking about
The one
interior
that
of the
me
ship.
and Clara
me
take
and
off.
never take off in. Oh, that's the original TARDIS interior.
No, it
it's okay.
isn't.
Classic.
It's
Isn't
based
that
on
what
it.
it started off in?
It's based
I
on
mean,
it,
it's supposed
very
to be or
heavily based
something,
on it.
right? Yeah,
But
but without the concrete floor, I guess that they had in.
Don't you find it? Don't you find it
Another
lacking personality and it's kind of boring?
Yes, but I think, and I want to say that I think there's a reason for that though, because I think it was a sincere effort on the part of the show creators, writers, or directors, whoever you want to blame, but to have something to develop the TARDIS as a character in the show from. You have to start kind of bland and sterile like that, and then you can, as the TARDIS grows, you see more and more, and the TARDIS becomes more and more of a really important fixture in the story. The TARDIS is a character. TARDIS isn't a spaceship or something. The TARDIS is a character. So I think there's a reason for that.
didn't start out
as a
like
writer,
that.
that's what I would say.
It started out just as a spaceship. That lasted 3 stories.
It's
Right.
just too important to the story to be just a spaceship, though. It's she has a mind of her own, so
Can I just
Hello,
point out
Jasper.
that in the very first episode, Ian Chesterfield, before he used a sofa,
Right. Ooh.
remarks that it is alive. He says it's alive. I know what he means. It was humming with electricity, but I think I'd like to take that.
Joe, when we looked at it on the audio version of the Blade, said no. It's
think you meant
alive rather than
Yeah.
live electricity.
it's a living thing.
It's a
It's
living
Yeah,
thing.
that's my interpretation.
I guess, yeah.
I like to take it literally. There's a cat.
I thought
There
there
was
was
a
more
cat.
light on me here, but I guess I didn't. Sorry if I'm all dark in the face. My bad. And my
we
camera's
like that.
apparently all over. Okay, yeah. If you can't see the face,
Oh.
I'm not advertising anything.
No, not at all,
Spanky.
obviously.
Thank you. There's a big spotlight shining in my face, and I think I'm obliged to give you my name, rank, and serial number only.
I did not notice that.
Spanky,
Hang on a
there are 2 lights.
It's going to be one of these shows. Have you noticed?
Yeah.
Just thought I'd point that out.
Yeah.
And incidentally, a happy gulag to all of you at home. That was unit code.
I'm out of Twinkies.
I'm going
I'm
to see if
Twinkie
Spanky
left.
wants one.
I'm Twinkie less.
Andrew, if you get one out, you'll eat it, and you know it's not going to do you any
I'm
good.
trying to find where my normal
So,
headphones
that
went.
Spank daughter brought her boyfriend over, and we were
Thank-
interrogating
thank
him.
you.
So that's why we had the detention center
Thank
set
you.
up.
You want a Twinkie?
Oh,
Can I pass one down to you?
thank you. Oh, I missed it. Shit. That's okay. I'll get it later. I'll
Your
have to eat it next
portal's
show.
working?
That's what the script says.
It's an orange one.
Do you know something? This show has changed so much since Joe and I first started doing it. I don't know what it's turned into now.
Did you let the riffraff
Genuinely,
in?
I have no idea. Long-term listeners, viewers, God help me. Anyway, moving on. Perfect timing, Spanky. I was just bitching about the fact I was going to have to cover Big Finish solo. Again, to finish off what I was saying to Retta, there can be quite a workload with Big Finish. So if you only manage to listen to one, that's absolutely fine. If you can't listen to them, that's absolutely fine. Remember, real life always comes first. All right. But anyway,
I got the first one.
Yes, box set, latest one from Big Finish, the third Ninth Doctor box set. This one is titled Back to Earth. 3 stories. The first story is really good. It's set in a railway station, or is it? And it's got a monster called the Grimly Gru, which I think is very
Is
funny.
Sapphire and Steel there as well?
No, Sapphire and Steel were not there. I was waiting for somebody to come up with that.
No, they'll be at the
Sapphire,
diner one.
yeah.
Yeah, actually, they're probably looking out of it. I just love the fact that Eddie's Diner is now immortalised, because Eddie's Diner is no longer actually there. and Cardiff, and I
This
loved
was
Eddie
Station
Starr.
to Station, right?
Yes.
Or what was the name of it? Yeah, okay.
Yep. And I really enjoyed this. It felt
Liked it.
good and it worked. The second one is set in Tsarist Russia. I didn't think much of it. I didn't think much of the writing. One of the characters is basically Basil Exposition. It's almost up there with, look, over there, next to the red pillar and between the round window and the square window. Look, it's almost
That's
like
the
that.
danger
in
you
places.
can fall into, right? With the radio play.
And I'm
you would
very
see that in
surprised
the
Big
old days,
Finish.
right?
I'm surprised Big Finish let that go through. So I found the second one rather disappointing. The third one's good. It's basically every New Year's Eve, for
Same time next year.
round about, I don't know, well, it starts off, I think, 88 or 87, and each year this family go back to this beautiful house where there's a caretaker with very big ears. And something's going on. I don't want to say, again, as always with these things, there's a problem, they're brand new. I don't want to spoilerify it. To wrap up my own views on this and to wrap up for the box sets, this is one of the stronger box sets for the Ninth Doctor, despite the rather lackluster middle story. I am not certain yet that the Ninth Doctor works on audio as it stands. I think he needs a companion. He needs someone permanent to bounce off. And we know that depending when this is set, that might be difficult to do. So it's been a bit of a mixed bag for me, the Ninth Doctor box sets, if I'm honest with you. They need to tweak, as far as I'm concerned. However, 2 good stories on this last one. Definitely. Spanky.
I only listened to the one. I didn't know I was
That's all right.
supposed to listen to all of them, so that was probably my fault for a lack of understanding.
No,
But I like the
it's
Station
cool.
to Station one. I like Christopher Eccleston as a doctor. I honestly wish he would have had a longer run. I think that one season he got really was kind of a letdown because so much power in that actor, and you really could have, we could have done things with him. Come on, man. You know, he could have been a great doctor because he reminded me a little bit, I don't know why, but of Tom Baker. For some reason, I don't know why. He puts me in mind of Tom Baker's doctor when I see him as the
interesting.
doctor. And Tom Baker's probably my favorite doctor. So, you know, but you know, he was great. And I liked it because I do like the old radio serials and things. I was a big fan of, like, you know, The Shadow and Green Hornet and, you know, all that kind of thing. As
Dick
a kid, my
Barton's
grandmother
Special
got me
Agent.
collecting it. You know, right. It was all kind of cool. So, you know, and I was surprised. I'm not surprised. That's not the word. It was, how do I say that? It was really good. I didn't know how good to expect it to be. And so I didn't expect a lot. And it was better, much better than I expected. So that was good. So, you know.
Is this the
was
first
really
Big
good.
Finish you've listened to?
Yeah. Huh? So it was awesome.
Oh, my
I liked
sweet
it.
summer child, I've so much to show you.
I'm sure.
Oh, that's
But
good.
to
So
all
I'm-
you Big Finish people out there, you guys are doing great. I like it. That was awesome.
this
So,
pleases me
I'm sure
greatly.
you've got, big
This-
things going. Yeah.
In fact, I may mention it in the publicity for this show, in the hope that Big Finish actually finally quote one of our reviews.
Would be
How many years have we been reviewing you? What's it,
Love you, Big
13?
Finish.
13 years we've been reviewing you? You've never
Please
quoted
throw my
us
beloved
once.
Auntie a bone. She's a dear to us all, and it would validate her a little bit. So come on, guys, just say something nice about her. That would be cool.
Doesn't have to say anything nice. Just quote our review.
Or quote us, or I'm going to start executing the hostages.
That too. Yes, we will execute the hostages.
That was something I did mean to mention about the second one.
Big brother, I have nothing to do with any hostages that they may or may not have. Please do not come and arrest me and make me
Hello,
kill you.
GCHQ.
It was her suggestion that we take the hostages. That is a lie.
Yes.
Trust me,
God.
I have
Dave,
nothing to do with
Bob,
hostages.
I would
Nancy?
like to declare now that I too am a hostage.
My activation code is GS31442. This is Operation Sigma. It's okay. You can clear this. Check it with your superiors. We're golden. So the NSA that's listening in, we have a pass now. Woo-hoo.
Yet again,
so we
I
can
asked
shoot
this
as many
evening.
hostages as we want. There won't be a SWAT team kicking in the door. So big finish, we mean business.
Yet again, I've no idea what the fuck is happening. They've lost me.
Probably
Again.
best this way.
It's. How have I lost control of this podcast over the past few weeks?
The ferrets on the squirrel wheel in my head were
See,
eaten by the dolphins.
the problem you're having is
With the
that
rabbit.
you think you had control to begin with.
I've always had control. Always. Do you hear me?
Grenades.
Uh-huh.
You thought it was a
Yeah,
good
we-
idea.
hear you.
I'm the bloody pod mother.
Okay.
You thought it was a
all
good
right.
idea
Definitely,
to
Auntie,
invite.
you are the pod. That's for sure.
You thought it was a good idea to invite Spanky and I onto this podcast.
When I dream about
And
Auntie,
me.
I'm not sure if it's a sex dream, but she's always the tauntaun, and Han Solo is stuffing me inside her in that, movie.
So what does that
for a
mean?
And then she gets up and
world-class
runs away, and I'm still
psychiatrist.
inside. I'm like, I don't know what that dream means, but it's fucking weird. And it keeps
Spanky's just this guy, you know? Anyway. Moving on. Please, God. Moving on. Yeah, to something else. Let's do Firefly. Jane! The man they call Jane!
happening. It's glorious.
Jane.
Simon's nightmare has come true. They've landed in Janestown. Jane doesn't quite realise at first, and then gets very embarrassed, and then decides to, what the fuck, go for it. You see, Jane had been there before, and it was basically a robbery that went wrong. But as a result, whilst he didn't get the money, the Mudders, bunch of Scottish people being killed, I suspect, the people who worked there were given free money, essentially. It fell from the sky, and they, as far as they're concerned, he's the hero of Clanton, which is the name of the town, not Janestown.
Canton.
Canton, thank you
No,
very much.
no L.
Clanton, where am I getting Oh, of course, Doc Holliday and all that. The Clantons. With rings on their fingers and... No.
You can say that now. There are no flashbacks.
Simon is now in hell. Quite frankly. Oh, come on. It's one of Firefly's best episodes. It's hilarious. Who wants to go first?
Let me go.
Okay.
I think this is interesting because it shows you something really important about Jane. And I'm
Do
going to say
tell.
something, none of you are going to believe this, but you will understand. It shows that Jane is actually kind of an innocent. As violent as he is, as brutal as he is, that's just what he came from and where he was. That's like his baseline. But like when he sees the little guy throw himself and get shot for him, and I'll put a parallel later so you understand and draw these 2 points together. But he loses a little bit of his innocence right there. And you can tell this in an episode later on when he gets a certain birthday present or whatever in the mail, the hat, right?
Yeah. Man.
You see his innocence pop out again, right? He is, in some ways, he's an innocent. This is character development for Jane in this is he really loses a piece of his innocence. And that's why you even see like Malik back and goes, every sumbitch every person that ever had a statue of him was a sumbitch one kind or another or something. And he tries to, comfort him in that weird backhanded fucking way he does, and it doesn't quite work towards the end there. But like really it's a sad thing for Jane because as bastard as he may be, he isn't actually evil. It's just that's what he came from. That's how he thinks the world is supposed to be. He thinks he's acting within the rules of society, and wherever he came from.
So it's
must be
nurture
pretty-
rather than nature.
It's probably one step above the fucking those cannibal marauding motherfuckers, but it's probably a step above Reavers. But they still have their rules and things. They wouldn't go, you guys do it right for me. Like that was it.
But
Like,
he is still thick as pig shit.
yes.
Yes. Just as
But
long as we're
he is-
clear about that.
And in a way, that's
Part of the
still kind of an
innocence.
innocent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And
That's a
it's-
fascinating perspective and one I appreciate. You have brought something to this conversation, Spanky. How dare you?
Don't do it
know.
again.
The script made me.
I keep telling you, go off script, improvise.
I know I should.
I know it's not in the contract, but, Retta, what would you like
I
to?
love this episode. I really do. Jane is my favorite character. And Spanky, I hadn't thought about it that way before, but you're completely and utterly correct about Jane. He does have an innocent quality to him, and I think a lot of the times he feels like he has to act like this big, tough, guy, where really he's just a big softy and caramel, chewy gooiness in the middle.
Kid, yeah.
Simon is being his normal, adorable self. Though I love the fact that Kaylee put him in his place yet again.
Awesome.
Totally put him in his place. The interaction between River and the preacher, loved it. The Bible is wrong. It's broken. It just... I really like the fact that, it's taking a little bit of a perspective of looking at the Bible and saying, have you really read this? Does it really make sense? And him trying to explain what the Bible is, so that was kind of cool.
Trying to explain faith, and he was just doing a bad job.
He was. And my favorite moment in the whole series is when Zoe comes with her husband on the little cart thing, and she sees Jane, and the first time she sees him since she found out about it, she's like, bless my soul, is that Jane Pinch me, or something along those lines. That makes me laugh every single time. Every single time. So, what I'm trying to say is, yes, I like this episode. Very, very, very much.
Brilliant. We're doing well on these episodes. Face facts. I don't think there's going to be a single one we're not going to like.
Got a couple of good lines in this too. The husband, have you been drinking thing? And wait a minute, I've got going to town. She looks at him and right now and goes, I outrank you, and walks back in the ship so she doesn't have to wait out in the stink. It's like little character development right there too.
Well, I think it was a good character. All the characters had good moments in this. They really did. I mean, even Nora, even though she wasn't part of the story, she ended up still being linked to the story when she was, helping the young man there become a man, I guess.
She did help him become a man, though, and not by having sex with him, but by enabling him to stand up to his father.
Mm-hmm.
As the trope goes, right, there are so many different kinds of stories. All stories are actually only one story type. A boy becomes a man, or, a variation on that theme, and that's what the story was about, right? Jane in some ways becomes a man. That kid becomes a man. That's why they get off the planet. It's played over several different times in here. The young man that leaps in front of Jane takes a shot. He became a man, but he died for it. It's a funny thing if you look for these circles in stories. I mean, that's a writer thing right there.
This
though.
is
I
getting too
apologize
deep
for
for the Flashing Blade.
Yeah.
I wish to complain.
I will mail you a shovel.
You lost the right to complain earlier on.
I just lost control of the podcast.
I must have missed something incredibly important there.
Dr. Sinister, what did you make of this?
Beloved
There's
Twinkie
nothing
Handler.
I can add. There's nothing I can add that hasn't already been said. People have gone into this with a lot more depth than I even thought about it. I will just conclude by saying it was an episode of Firefly. It was okay.
Interesting. Brian?
Well, see, now Jane saw the mother's backs breaking, and he saw the mother's lament, and he saw the magistrate taking every dollar and leaving 5 cents.
Oh, God.
So
That's
he said, you can't do that to my people. You can't crush them under your heel. Jane strapped on his hat, and in 5 seconds flat, he stole everything Boss Higgins had to steal. It was nice that he robbed from the rich and he gave to the poor, stood up to the man and gave him what for. Well, our love for him now ain't hard to explain. The hero of Canton, the man that
called Jane. Paco, it said it all right there.
Right, I can unmute him now.
No, not really.
What were they filming the interior scenes with? A fucking potato?
Yeah.
That was a Russian
Actually,
production.
it was two potatoes. Yeah.
Can't have been a Russian
They
Were they
had
on-
production.
a potato.
Were they on 16mm film or something? Because those interior scenes are grainy as hell.
Yeah, they are.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I
not
think
last
that was
week.
one of those. You know how everything now is like all dark and sort of gray in films, and it's supposed to show how gritty everything is. I think they were trying to do something like that and put like a
No,
weird
no,
ass
it was
filter or
the film
something on
quality.
it.
No, I think they
Or
were
maybe the
using
main camera
standard
broke.
16mm film that doesn't have as much detail, and I've got to say it looked bad, and it hasn't stood the test of time.
You know what, Sinister? I completely agree with you. When, especially, there was this one shot when they had the bard there singing, and you had like the light part of it, and I saw it reminded me of watching old television. You know, like the snow stuff there. You know, and I was seeing that, and I was going,
little dot
Like
things.
you're watching Bonanza.
mm-hmm.
It was really quite distracting, I have to say.
Now, could that have been a deliberate choice to harken back to like those old time Western TV shows?
No, I don't think so. No, I don't think they would be that bad.
This is Joss Whedon. This is the guy who let fucking cameramen and shots in Buffy and bikes drop down and shit like that.
I think someone
Spanky, you put your microphone up. There we go, love.
My bad. I'm sorry, it's Joss Whedon. He's just kind of sloppy.
Do not diss the great Josh Whedon.
I will diss
I
him
don't
all
think-
day
What
long.
about
I
his
would have said
behaviour?
that up until like a couple of years ago.
Yeah, what about his behaviour on set?
Yeah, he's like
I
seriously
don't.
wasn't.
I don't.
that little
know-
girl
you
or
know
one of those
what?
women he
That's a
couldn't
lot
get
of
along with.
hearsay. Has it been proven in a court of law?
I just want to know which
No,
actress he was
conviction on the
rolling
Me Too
around on
movement.
the
I'm with
floor
you on
with.
that. That's fair.
Can I also point?
Sinister.
One at a time. Sin.
One other thing, and I forgot to mention this at the time. The episode where Saffron first turns up. Now, I've already touched upon my discomfort with Mal calling Nara a whore to her face.
Yeah.
At the end of that episode, he fucking punches a woman.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry. I'm beginning to think Joss Whedon's got a problem with women.
Oh yes, he does. You see that in the Buffy stuff. He does have a real problem with women. When he has Xander talking to Buffy in there as a parallel, it's like that's his feelings on women just pouring out of him when he's dogging around.
It leaves a bit of a bad taste in my mouth.
I find it interesting
Now
that
treats
Buffy,
Nora like an actual whore.
Buffy was a means of female empowerment.
You would think, except
That's
I
how it
think
was
Joss
taken.
Whedon didn't like his own character being empowered, like he was threatened by a powerful female character, and so he had to rip her apart
I
at
don't
certain
think
intervals
so.
because he would
I
have
don't
Xander
agree
rip
with
her
that.
apart or other characters. Oh yeah,
He really
don't
screwed
agree
the
with that.
pooch with what was it? The season
First 2 seasons.
5 or 6 relationship with Spike before he got his soul back.
Yeah, when they're like all huggy. I don't know. I'm like waiting,
Yeah.
slogging my way through 5 now. It's killing me. Ugh. But I'm trying because you guys said I told you I wouldn't in the rotation. Damn it.
So,
But yeah, I've been really
shall we move on?
working my way through Buffy.
You want some good news?
Sure.
Yeah, good news.
Yes, please.
Stephen Noonan
news.
has officially agreed to come onto the show for an interview.
Awesome.
Wonderful.
And it looks like it will be on a Sunday night, which means you lot will be here.
Oh dear.
In Discord.
Yeah, we'll probably be on Zoom, I should imagine.
Oh bugger.
Zoomy Zoom.
I hate Zoom. I don't know why. I just hate Zoom. I love Discord.
I do solemnly swear not to use Stephen Noonan as my own personal Doctor Who jukebox.
Right, you all heard that. There's
That's nice of you.
evidence he
That's
said
good.
that.
I appreciate
There
it.
is evidence he said it. He's lying, but there's evidence he said it.
It's going to be
You
fascinating.
cannot
I'm
tell, but
hoping.
below the camera shot, everything Sinister had in his body was crossed up and twisted.
Yeah.
I am
Just
hoping.
like a big old pile of snakes. That's it.
I'm hoping that this is going to be the first fan interview with him, which would be nice.
Van Dyne
And
starts
I
to
apologise in advance if it's unlikely, but if I go a little bit sort of
Fangirl.
more in depth than I would do with somebody else.
Oh, Pastor Simon's back.
Yay! Hustler Simon! He's back
It
again!
is.
Good grief.
He's up. Oh,
Woo, yay! Welcome back.
Wow, you
Banky wasn't
have you
here.
nothing
He's our
better
new
to do?
follower.
Yes, this is a new follower. He made Brian and Dr. Sinister do things with Twinkies.
Ooh, kinky.
So yes.
I had to use up my last Twinkie.
Oh no! What happens if there's a zombie apocalypse?
I'll have to hunt down more. I mean, where do Twinkies even live? Are they in the forest or something?
They're I think they're a starter area cake.
They
got to go back to the starter area
in North America, but now it's Mexico.
So anyway, how that sounds so wrong.
I think I stepped on Sinister again. I apologize, dude. That's like 3 times or more. My bad, dude.
It's all right. He knows what to say.
Yeah, but I'm not.
Shut up, Spanky.
I'm just rude. There you go. See, that's working. Thank you.
There we go. Right. How the fuck do I explain this? There's a spaceship. Well, it's really they think it's a station, but it's a spaceship in space, except it's not in space. It's an experiment to see how well mankind will survive long generational space voyages. There's only one person on the ship who knows what it's all about, and he's the therapist responsible for conditioning tapes, because man is conditioned now. Obviously, outside, it's an army base, basically, with a couple of very familiar faces, John Abineri and the guy who played Lesterson from Power of the Daleks. I really should know his name, but I can't remember. And the problem is they need to wind the project up, except, of course, it would be a huge, huge shock to the people in the ship, because it is generational. This is not the first generation of people there. All they've known is the ship. So to suddenly find out that it's not real and they're on Earth, they'll completely fuck them over. I'm going to leave it there. Who'd like to go first on Out of the Unknown? Brian, your hand went up first.
Sure. So earlier, Sinister and I hunted down the most recent remake of this little thing called Ascension from Netflix.
Okay.
Same premise, same everything.
What about the dinosaur invasion? Invasion of the dinosaurs?
We did it. This wasn't included in it.
Okay.
I found this one okay.
It's better than most.
You have the requisite, very intelligent kid that figures everything out after he gets unblocked or whatever. Because, apparently everyone on the damn ship is programmed. It's been going on for 50 years. It's being shut down. People are losing their minds because it's being shut down. Wasn't bad. It could have done more,
Okay. It was another adaptation,
a lot more.
I think
it was a limitation of the time, I believe.
Yeah. Okay. Sin?
I found this one very interesting. There's a 6-part series called Ascension, which is extremely similar. There's hundreds of people on board what they think is a ship heading for Alpha Centauri, funnily enough.
When is this? When was this made?
2014.
Okay.
But it's interesting because the ship set off during the 1960s, so there's a 1960s aesthetic throughout the entire ship.
That's interesting.
It is an interesting story, and there are people obviously watching them from the outside, and it's anyway, I can't remember the precise details of the plot. I think it starts off with a murder on board and how they handle that, that kind of thing. Anyway, what I thought was interesting here was the role reversal. So we start off with the Doctor, he's in charge of the conditioning and he's making sure everyone's topped up, and then the genius guy who's worked it all out kind of comes out, and he sort of by the end of the show, by the end of the episode, genius guy knows damn well they're not on a spaceship and that they're on the planet Earth, but he is now in control, and it's kind of like he is quite happy to remain in control of his own little empire of about 12 people on board this spaceship, and that he's got absolute power. And I thought that was interesting.
Forgive me, you make excellent points, but I need to reply to
What's
chat.
the dog doing?
And
the dog
Spanky,
doing?
Spanky, can you do a kickflip?
I do a kickflip?
Yes.
Oh,
Don't think so.
There's your answer.
And what's your dog doing?
what is
Not one
what
thing,
is
no.
Ichi doing?
Ichiban is currently chewing his foot. He's grooming his paws. It's something wolves do, particularly in huskies. They really chew their feet and mess with them and stuff a lot.
Oh, Jasper!
Cat's watching
Cat's
us.
He's
watch-
right down here.
The cat is on the internet.
There you
Is
go.
the cat?
What's
Ah!
up, cat?
Is the cat Hustler Simon?
might
Ooh.
No, the cat is John Levine.
No, Jasper's not.
If it ever gets to him. Oh, Jesus. Bring it on. Carry on.
Spanky, can you, on behalf of Hustler Simon, can you turn around to your dog and say "good boy"?
Good boy. That's a good boy.
You gotta do more O's.
Good boy, Ghosty. Good boy. Was that good?
That's
Yeah.
perfect.
That's
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
be his ringtone from now on.
Outstanding.
Yes. Anyway,
Good
Abel,
boy.
fub, wub, wub, wub. Retta, did you get a chance to watch this?
I did.
What did you
It
think?
was the first thing I watched today, so I knew I would be able to comment on it.
Remember it.
So, for a movie before 1980, because again, you know my feelings on things.
Yeah,
like that.
you don't like it back in when life was in black and white.
Back in the before times.
Yes.
I thought it was actually a pretty interesting show. I was not bored at all, which is surprising. I think the Abel guy is going to be a he's evil as fuck. I'm sorry.
He's a bit of a psycho, isn't he?
Yeah, he just... Yeah. The doctor there... He was on his own level of, crazy, the fact that he didn't want to be able to return the people back, because, let's face it, they've been conditioned. They could have done things to get them conditioned to be coming back to Earth quicker than 50 years.
Absolutely.
He could have done stuff. He just didn't want to give up on his experiment.
His little work. Yeah.
And I understand they used the whole he didn't want to leave the ship because he didn't want them to take him out of the experiment and everything like that. But let's face it, he got what he deserved because of the fact he allowed that kid to pretty much recondition him. And if you want to think about it, he wasn't really resistant on it. I think he wanted to be part of that world.
I agree with you.
I don't think he wanted to be part of the normal humanity anymore.
Yeah, he got too involved with the experiment. By the way, do you guys know Austria?
Austria?
I know of
The
Austria.
nation or the person?
Yeah.
Or the band?
That's
or the
number 7 on
licorice
your
flavor?
list to invade.
Is it?
Austria.
Not on my list.
Austria, they're not a NATO country. We can invade
Right.
them.
Well, the problem is
Maria von Trapp came
everything
from Austria.
is currently, all resources are currently being spent on the war with the people from the moon.
We're not allowed to invade other countries. NATO's a defensive alliance.
Yes, quite right too.
Yeah, and Austria's not NATO, so they're totally open for invasion.
To defensively invade.
No.
Russia just defensively invaded Ukraine, right? Can we defensively
hang
invade
on,
Austria?
hang on. Whoa, let Sinister bring out some facts.
If Austria was to attack a NATO country, then okay, all bets are off. But we can't just walk into Austria. We're not
Correct.
Germany.
We're not Russia, right? We're not Putin.
Do you like Austria? Hey, actually,
been-
now I
I've
think
never been
about
there.
it, I had an
Schwarzenegger's throwing some
Austrian
on the fence.
great aunt. She was my Uncle Joe's wife. And she was lovely. And she made the
Austria-
most astounding, I mean, we're talking proper homemade strudel, apple strudel. Aunt Louise, there we go, great Aunt Louise. And she was lovely.
Austria-
I loved her to bits.
Austria has an unfortunate reputation of being the home place of one of the most evil people in history.
That's not Austria's
But apart-
fault.
But apart from that, I'm sure Austria's lovely. I've just never been there.
I hear it's very, very lovely.
No opinions on Austria, you know? I mean, they seem to keep to themselves, and
They were the second nation taken over by the Nazis after Germany, of course.
but the Sound of Music is based in in Austria,
In
so I
the
mean,
Austrian
It is.
mountains. Do they have Alps
yeah.
there? I forget.
Yeah, because they escaped to the Swiss. They escaped to Switzerland over the Alps from
Just
Austria.
the Alps. France,
Right.
Germany, Austria, Switzerland, right? They all have a
is
chunk
there a
of
reason, Simon, why we're focusing on Austria all of a sudden?
I don't know. Simon's going on about Austria, so there we go.
And
I'm
that's
trying.
why I'm
Strudel is
asking
the
him.
best.
This is the whole point of having a live show. It's just we're not used to having people actually alive in chat.
Oh, no. Oh, so
Oh,
you're from Austria.
There you go.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Like I say, the only Austrian I've ever met that I know of was absolutely lovely and made amazing apple strudel. And I don't mean to stereotype her by that, but she was great.
Apple strudel's amazing.
But yeah, talking proper Austrian homemade apple strudel by an Austrian cook.
Well, we don't
It's
have
just-
that. We just have to go to the bakery like everyone else.
Nah, you don't want that. Spanky, have you spoken about this thing that we were speaking about? Out of the Unknown, that's it.
Have not spoken about it. I will. There's that, the good old he gets his comeuppance in the end. The psychological aspect of it was very, very entertaining, of course, and it's, one of those kind of claustrophobic sort of, locked room things, which I at times like. Sometimes they do get too claustrophobic, but this worked because you knew the guy was going in and out, and he's dirtbagging on the experiment subjects because to him, after the first generation, right, the people who knowingly went in, the people inside really weren't human to him. And you catch this fully at the end when he starts begging not to be, converted anymore or whatever, because, but I'm a human being, wait. And to the guy inside, rightfully so, it doesn't make any difference because they're all human beings, just now you get to find out what it's like to be under the microscope. You're treating everybody like a bug, basically, and now guess what? You find out you're just another bug. So I thought that was pretty cool. I like when a story makes that kind of a circle, a neat little circle like that. That's always pleasurable to me. And I think you were ready to point out that that rightfully they had basically mind control there. They could have brought those people out at any time they wanted, just with enough of those tape sessions, to convince them oh, that's right, we were just here doing this experiment and we're ready to go back to the real world now. They could have done that quite easily. And the people outside, go ahead, Sinister.
No, I agree. They could have done that within 6 months.
Yeah, and it was interesting to see the military men outside as the voice of reason, and the doctor was the one who was the voice of evil, basically, right? To that sort of weird role reversal, right? Traditionally, you would think the military man, like, all right, kill, murder, whatever, but and the doctor's like, no, stop. But the doctor's like, no, we're gonna leave him in there to die and all this shit, and we're never gonna stop this. And they're like, man, it's inhuman. Come on, let him out. Like, so, and I think the doctor really went in and allowed himself to be like mind controlled or whatever because he so strongly wanted his experiment to continue. And I think he kind of thought maybe, you know what, I could probably resist this. But when the kid started putting him under for like 8 to 12 hours at a pop without him knowing, it was already too late for him to resist. He had, because the kid, you heard him saying, what's his name is your Lord God, the son is the disc of God, and what's his name is his prophet or whatever. And so by that point in time, he'd been conditioned enough. He couldn't resist the kid anymore. He had to follow orders because he's just crew. and Homeboy's the leader, and in that little vessel, ship, or station, that's it, you know? So he was already locked in. By the time he realized what was going on, it was too late for him to save himself. You just have
Making
to
himself
wonder.
the new god.
The
Frankly.
guy made himself basically the god. So yeah, you have to wonder what the military men were thinking about after that, right? How are they going to finish that now? What are they going to do? That's the only question I had was.
I think he would have suffered an unfortunate accident.
Oh yes.
Possibly involved. Possibly they would have taken him out in some way when he was on his own. I'm sure of it.
Yeah. Some kind of horrible.
I think all of them
thing.
would have suffered an unfortunate accident.
I think that might
Basically,
be the
yeah.
case.
But here's the thing
apparently,
about that,
if
though.
There were
we-
only 6
Let
of
me-
them.
let
That's
me
enough for a
point-
revolver.
Let me point one thing out, though. There was an element, apparently, of public scrutiny to this project, though, because they referenced that the public at large knew about this and were appalled by it. And so,
Well,
what I'm wondering is this one of those things like that Jim Carrey movie where they're, you know, are they on TV every day and people are watching these people?
That's what I was wondering.
Truman
Is this
Ooh.
basically a reality show?
Yeah. Is this another
Yeah.
reality TV show? We've seen this a couple times now as a theme on this kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, you know.
I need to ask if apparently we need to try unpronounceable Patzel.
Kaiser Pats. I don't know.
It means
Sorry, I
cheese
can't.
spetzel.
Casa Spetzel.
Where's that? I missed it.
It's
in
in
chat.
chat.
It's in chat. You know what? We will try anything.
We'll
Not
certainly
going to say
Google
no
it.
to fruit.
Retta, to the bat Google.
I already did.
You're
Looking it
trying-
up. It's called
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
cheese spetzel.
Okay. We are.
You know what? Maybe I should try making that before we have our next podcast,
Let's find out about.
and I can try it
Live online
Mhm.
next Sunday. There you
Yeah,
go,
right.
Simon. There's a reason for you to come back. Retta's
A
cooking.
new segment to our show.
We're a
What's
magazine
Retta
show
cooking?
now, aren't we?
What's cooking with Retta?
We're
you
a
go.
Sunday morning show.
Nom nom nom. Yeah, it's like a gratin, right, with cheese,
Yeah.
or is it like basically
Ah,
mac and cheese? I think it's more
we
a
can
gratin. It looks delicious.
Our new segment can be called the Security Kitchen.
Oh, yes!
Oh.
What's fermenting in the security kitchen?
Oh,
Love
by
it.
the way,
Love it.
Auntie,
Yes, love.
I've gotten word from my private pirate that things are happening.
Oh, bless
Captain Pirate for you,
him
man.
or her or
Or
them.
them.
Yep. Oh God! Now he's just typing out random letters. I think he's just using his forehead on the keyboard.
Hey,
Um,
Siobhan,
Rattle
yes.
in their rain.
what did you think of Utu?
Utu, I really enjoyed it. Like I say, I was reminded very much of Invasion of the Dinosaurs, but obviously Utu came first. It felt a little cheap, and you could sort of see where it was going after a certain point. It was... I like my archive TV, so it was nice to see certain actors in this. From Doctor Who, yes. And of course John Abineri, who I mentioned purely for the sake of Toby Haydock.
Now, would anybody be interested in seeing Ascension to compare?
That would be cool.
But is it free on Prime?
Kinda, sorta.
I'd be
We'll
interested.
cover that in post.
Okay.
I would definitely watch it. It's good. It's only 6 episodes, and it didn't go anywhere. It didn't have a second series or anything like that. It's
I'll give it a try.
I think it ended on a cliffhanger of some kind.
Yes.
But that was it. That we only got one series. But it's an interesting
I'll
one.
have a little look for it then.
A single series
Sucks.
show that ends on a cliffhanger. It's
Oh, no.
it's perfect for us.
Right?
Sorry,
Oh, I actually got
that
a
sucks.
nice,
That is.
interesting
sucks.
That sucks.
Yes.
It looks so much like my Bandit used to. Right. Okay. Anybody else not spoken about the Unknown yet? No? Well, do you want to know what next week's one is?
No.
The Midas Plague. That's what it's called. It's called
Wow.
the Midas Plague. I mean, you know, what you're going to do now? Hang on, this is not working properly. There we go. That's where we want to go to. And we want this one. Come on, come on. Was it that one? It must be that one. Okay, it's probably the wrong one. But do I care? That's the question.
Ooh.
That dream I was telling you about, with Auntie with a tauntaun and all. Do you know why we were running and hiding and stuff? It's because we were being chased by Putin, but he was in like one of those sort of fluffy bikinis. It was fucking weird, man. Just, And he had the big furry, like the thing you stick both hands in, but like he kept hitting people with it. It was just.
I'm going to be adding that to riffs now.
There's something Freudian going on in my brain, I'm sure, and the damaged sections are just colliding and spitting random stuff out now.
Facebook update. Somebody here is hoping that the new Doctor is only around for one season.
Oh.
So
Wow.
thanks, guys, for being open and, not at all racist.
Yeah.
Well, we
you've
knew
not
this
even-
was coming.
Here said
I
that?
mean, no.
Or did someone
no.
put that on the site for the thing?
That's on Facebook.
No,
It's
I mean,
on
like,
Facebook.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
It's that, yeah, basically, one season only, I hope somebody's put. I mean, you haven't even bloody seen a single second of the guy.
Give the guy a shot first. Give him a chance. Right.
It's, I mean,
Have they realized we don't need them?
News Thump have News Thump is a satirical website for those who don't know. It resembles BBC News, and the headline is "Fictional alien time travelers can't be black, insist morons."
That's apt.
Traveling through space and time in a police box requires white skin, according to several internet morons today.
Yeah.
As Shuti Gatwa was confirmed as the new Doctor, lots of angry idiots have spent way too long trying to find ways to say the Doctor shouldn't be black without saying the Doctor shouldn't be black.
Right.
I think this guy's going to be.
I
fine.
think
Going on,
I don't
I'm
think
looking
he's
forward to
going
him.
to receive as much hatred. Well, not from
The thing is-
fandom as Jodie
I'm
did.
looking
The thing
forward
is,
to it.
But
we've
he's
already
going to get
had
it from the general.
we've already had a what's the term
Black Doctor.
biracial Doctor
Whatever.
in the role.
Yeah.
And Peter Davison.
His name was Peter Davison.
Yeah, you were all right with him, weren't
Peter
you?
Davidson. I don't know what was he.
Peter Davison's father is from Kenya. Is it Kenya?
No, it's one of the other ones.
Wow,
Anyway,
how racist are
he's
we
got-
now sounding?
yeah, well, but anyway,
There was already
Peter
another.
Davison's
There was already a
father.
Black
I don't-
Doctor. Though,
One at a
right?
time,
Yeah,
please.
Sinister told me about that earlier, right? There was already a Black Doctor.
Peter Davison's father is black.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there was a lady who played the Doctor.
Yes.
She's black, right?
Jodie Martin.
And she was the what? The
Not Jodie Martin. I'm
what
so
the bugger
sorry.
name
Joe
was
Martin.
it? The Renegade Doctor, or the Fleeing
Fugitive Doctor.
Fugitive Doctor. There we go. So now I got to watch all that because I didn't know that had happened. I'm like,
Oh,
another
we're
girl
going to
Doctor?
get there. We're going to get there, love.
So, you know,
It's
like-
during this one a week. Shouldn't take
Yeah,
too
I don't know
long.
any of the new Doctor Who stuff. Just the Christopher Eccleston. That was my introduction to new Doctor Who, and I was like, new Who? Wow, Christopher Eccleston. And then they killed him in one. Or got rid of him in one season. I went, you bastards!
There was stuff going on behind the scenes there.
I
Believe
know,
me.
but you know,
Anyway, so you're watching the Midas Plague. For out
So
the
what's
unknown.
that about, Auntie?
Not telling you.
Damn.
I also would like to say, please note how I bluffed my way through the Firefly section quite easily.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Still didn't sing the song.
That's because I don't actually know the song. I've never bothered to learn it.
Why not?
Because
It's
I
hard
go
one.
outside
Boring
Boring
sometimes.
Doctor Who TARDIS areas.
oh damn! The two girls
Shots
just
fired.
went beyond hair pulling to like kicking in the cooch and stuff. My God, that's like shirts off,
Women
boobies
are
out,
vicious.
claws and round. I'm like taking a step back. I'm kind of scared. And I'm like, okay, well,
I'm okay. I'm
we're
over here,
friends
like-
Come on now, we're friends.
I can make this so difficult. Anyway. Right. As
What
for
else
Big
you
Finish...
watching?
as I don't know. As always, I don't. Shut up, Spanky. As always,
Sorry.
I don't know what Big Finish we're watching in advance. We're listening to in advance. But as soon as I get it, we'll listen to it and we'll let you know what we think next Sunday. We are also looking at the Husbands of River Song Christmas special.
Oh yeah,
Which is fun.
I thought it was good. Yeah.
And I don't know what the next Firefly episode is. Anybody?
Look at me, I don't remember.
I can in just 1 second.
Well, I think I'm digging it up right now.
It is Out of Gas.
Oh yeah, out of gas. That's right.
If it's the one I think it is, that's a good
Is
one.
that the one with the bounty hunter guy?
Well, when it all
It
turned,
might be.
when it all turned, when
When they're in
No,
deep
this is
space
the one
with
where
no
the
air.
ship is out of oxygen.
yeah,
Yeah, the ship's running out of air.
And-
and when
Yeah.
he turns around, they're all wearing moustaches.
Yeah. Bounty Hunter guy is actually supposed to be the final of the season.
Okay.
So,
Yeah. Okay.
But,
Yeah.
Really?
How far in are we?
we're on
yeah,
episode 9
Out of 13, isn't it?
out of 15.
Oh, 15. That's
yeah.
good. That's good. And we've still got the movie to watch, which I can't find where I put either my DVD or Blu-ray. It's somewhere. Just
I
I'm
got it
not
on
sure.
DVD.
I'm not sure. You don't have the BBC Quatermasters, do you, Sinister?
I used to have Quatermass in the Pit on VHS decades ago, but now I don't have any of them.
Okay. That's your Leader Day present then.
Oh,
Quatermass.
thank you very much.
That'll help you out with the Quatermass.
How are the preparations for Leader Day going, everybody?
Well,
We can't tell you, it's a surprise.
Did Derek send
You
out that
can't even-
memo then? Oh wow!
You can't even tell me about the parade.
Nope.
Are we talking
No,
about
it's all
February
surprise.
20th?
Retta, love, yes, please.
This Leader Day.
See, she's saying that because it's in the script and it's supposed to, be a surprise.
Get a
So
reaction
we
from
can't
you. It
let you know
actually
how.
said, Sinister
February
reacts.
20th? Or are we talking
That's what it
Uh-huh.
says there.
Yeah.
I think it's
Leader
the,
Day is my official birthday, and it's on the 27th
Oh!
of June every year.
Outstanding.
Oh.
And
My
as a
dear.
resident of the planet Earth, you would know this.
But I'm not a resident of the planet Earth.
I am
I
too.
think
No,
fact that he Mars a
I
long
will
time
back him
ago.
up on that one. He
I
really is.
have I have dual citizenship between Barsoom and several other planar regions that we're not allowed to discuss.
I can't be dual citizenship. It's got to be multi-citizenship, surely.
Well, it's dual in the duality nature of my
No. He
multiple
means
personalities.
duel as in he had to fight a duel to get it.
Oh, that's
exactly.
good. They
Yeah,
should
there
bring
was
that
Star
back.
Trek music. Ba, 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 ba,
Ba, ba, ba, ba, ba, ba,
He's a really big, ridiculous ball thing and had to hit people, and then a guy with pointy ears pinched me, and it almost.
And
got
I
me
had
did
to
right.
mention last
and you
week.
had to do the-
I
the Kirk
Yeah.
double punch.
I did mention
yeah.
last week, didn't I, that I managed to sabotage the Staggering Stories podcast.
Oh, really?
Congratulations.
Yeah, I got
It's
I
fun
got
line.
their
Wonky.
Echo Dot to say something naughty.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah. Mhm.
That might explain why Adam wasn't at the game.
No, Adam's been on holiday. He's been having a lovely time.
That's right.
Been up
He's
in
been
Manchester.
It's
He
his
went
birthday
to-
this week.
He went to Toby's XS
Yeah, what was
Malarkey
it?
and had a lovely evening.
What are you
yeah.
supposed to ask for? Coffee bean 100 in Welsh or something?
Yeah,
Yeah, something like that. And it says something
something,
glorious.
something. It says yes.
Glorious.
Yes.
Parker, what are we supposed to do on Leader Day?
I'll tell-
Well, look at it this way. Have you seen North Korea? Have you seen the sort of parades they hold? Look at May the
Actually,
9th.
from
May the 9th,
up close,
apparently, is going to be a huge, big Russian parade as well. This is what you have to organise. I'm
9th,
thinking
big
you'd
day.
be far better organising. I want to say
Look,
the missiles, but I'm not letting you near explosives. So
There have to
you're
be
going to have to be.
flyovers. There have to be war games. There have to be battleships,
Love
actual battleships, firing 42 gun salutes off the coast, and the execution channel has to go into overdrive that day.
Yes.
To Austria and join
I'm loving
Simon because I don't want anything to do with these war games.
No,
Welcome
it's fine.
to your
War games are
nightmare.
Nuh-uh.
It's essentially you are now living in an Orwellian state.
this is where we get to ask Sinister if he would like to play a nice game of chess.
Why do I feel like Sinister is absolutely amazing at chess and he would kick my butt every single time?
I got beaten in 6 moves once.
Old mate, yeah.
I'm crap at chess. I know what they all do. I know what the horsey does and everything else like that.
Mostly because I play with.
I love the fact you still call it horsey.
You hit him and
I do.
boom, I win.
It's like doggy and buddy dad.
Doggy and horsey, yeah.
You got to do that. What are you doing next week, Sin?
Test driving my car tomorrow, hopefully picking it up Saturday. In Horsham 3 days this week, in my old car until then.
Right. Plus, of course, you've got your wife's birthday.
Oh yeah, that's
birthday,
tomorrow.
Eva.
Yeah, don't forget that bit. All right, that
Don't
bit's
forget that.
important.
It's all
Mother's
been
Day
prepared
today.
for. There's flowers here. There's presents being wrapped. There's niceness.
She has
on-
minions to take care of this. It's fine.
Have you organised flyovers?
Ribs in the oven. We have Mom's Day hooked up
He's
today.
not the
boys.
leader.
Oh yeah.
Oh, only leaders get flyovers, not the leader's wife. Just the lead.
No.
Wow, it's patriarchy.
Whoa.
Behold the patriarchy.
Yeah, man. That's all I'm saying. Retta,
Proud of it.
Napoleon gets it all. Josephine is out in the cold.
what are you doing next week?
Working.
Well, that's put us all down to earth with a bump. Thanks.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let's see. Oh, the 10th is happening this week, so that means my... Oh, God. I think it's my, 28th, spiritual birthday, if you count confirmation, as a Catholic type deal. So, I mean, I guess there's that.
Do you count it?
You're counting. Yeah, there you go.
Well, technically,
Is it
in the eyes of
important
the
to you?
Lord.
Is it
Of
important to
course,
you?
it's important to me because then I decided
Then
that yes,
fair enough. If
I'll
it's
be
important to you.
we will follow the Pope when he decides to get the command words, and then we will go and destroy all the heathens.
Oh well.
Yeah, the
I'll be one of
Pope
those
and me
heathens.
don't get on too well. I mean, it's a bit odd because he's a man in a dress.
Which Pope are you talking about?
Most of them.
Professional atheist here.
Oh, they pay you now. Oh, that's nice. Do you get
Because
expenses?
if you're talking about the Pope that's sitting in the
Because there are
actually
two
in the
now.
Vatican right now.
Oh yeah, they fucked the numbering
Yeah.
up on that as well.
Yeah, if you're talking about that Pope, that's not the real Pope because you're a Pope for life. So the Pope Benedict is actually the real Pope, and he's the real head of church.
Right.
I don't care about this other schmuck.
Okay, so the Nazi in the dress is the real Pope.
Right.
Okay, righty-ho.
Pope
But the
Palpatine.
guy that's
Space
actually
magic,
doing
Retta.
good things.
Space magic. I'm just saying. Right. That's one thing we really shouldn't go anywhere on is religion or politics. Well, we do politics all
Space
the time.
magic.
Space magic, yeah. Right. Brian, what are you up to next week?
I am working on a project. You may have seen some.
I've seen, I don't understand,
Chatter.
I don't want to understand.
I am okay.
I'm
while ago-
end user interface only.
Right, exactly. A while ago, I bought a module for Foundry. This module was not exactly complete. So I'm going through, I'm completing it. I'm adding new stuff to it. So that hopefully at some point in time we can use it to play Savage Spelljammer.
Okay, don't know what
You need
that
to
is.
watch that video.
It'll be splotching.
No, it won't be.
I don't
That's the
trust
thing.
you.
I have to actually say, hey, do you know about splorching in order to show people the splorching video?
No. People do not Google that. Retta, no. Retta, no. Don't listen to auntie. Just for once, listen to your auntie. All
It's
right?
on YouTube. You would have to look it up there.
Anyway, moving
No,
on.
but just says slouching. It changed. Google changed it to slouching.
Oh,
That's
you need
yes,
to
that's
change
what it is.
You need to put SPLORCHING.
No! Stop it. This is not for the show. Right.
You're right. Exactly. It's not for the show.
Okay.
So that's why I say you would have to watch the Spelljammer thing, because it's not the splorching thing. It's a lot safer and a lot more fun.
Okay.
Well,
Two Fine Dinosaurs is out. The first two episodes of The Sea Devils. Dr. Sinister, who sat just there. Hello. Basically, and I sat there. I complained because I couldn't hear the musical sound effects. And I decided to make my own, which I think is fair enough. I will say to one of our regular viewers, do the work first, then watch us. We'll always be here. Don't worry. You can play catch up. I'm a bad girl. Right. I don't think they've been officially announced, but some guests have been announced, certainly in the crew chat for Hooverville. Some interesting ones
nice.
there.
Who's coming this year?
I can't say it because I don't think it's publicly been put out.
When is it exactly?
End of August, beginning of September.
Okay.
Whatever Saturday's around there.
What's the question?
No, because I'm trying to plan a trip for next year.
Oh, I'm talking this year.
Yeah, I know, but I'm trying to plan a trip for next year.
All right. Well,
I'm still
I
trying to convince
guarantee
Frank he
you
wants to go to England.
that they're.
Brent wants to go to England.
Oh,
He's doing
that's
cute
cool.
things with his feet.
Brent will go to England.
Derby's
We'll
a
go
good-
to England. We'll bring Brent
Derby's
with
a
us.
good
So you won't have a
historic
choice.
place to go to anyway. But
Let me know. I'll go with
you'll
you.
have several. Well, you'll have at least 2 conventions, I imagine, to choose from at Derby. Either earlier in the year, the Big Finish Day, or
If they have to.
See, my time is accrued, so I have to kind of do it later in the year.
In that case, Hooverville, and that is normally
Exactly.
last day of August, first day of September, that weekend.
And we'll try to, have a better Blade time than
Well,
the
there
last
was
Blade time.
And set
still
up
4
Queen
Flashing Blade presenters
Queen.
at Big Finish Day.
I want to do that.
Well, that's true.
There was Stephen. There was Dominic. And I count him. I'm sorry, but I do. I know he's as busy
Dominic
as...
is ours.
Yeah,
I don't know
belongs
what
to
these
us.
other people think. He's ours. now.
Seriously,
We need to bring him back when I'm actually on, so that way I can talk to him.
Actually, Siobhan,
Yes,
there
love.
were 5.
Oh, go on.
Hmm.
Who have I missed?
Missing someone who has guest presented for us on 9 episodes.
I don't count him.
I do.
No, it's Adam.
Name him.
No.
No?
He
Okay.
wouldn't appreciate
Shut
me
up,
counting
name.
him. He wouldn't.
Dear.
They're busy with their staggering stories podcast thing, which I must send another email with some advice for the Echo Dot. So-
Breaking news.
Hmm.
Breaking news from Toby Haydoke,
Yes.
who said
Toby.
there may be a bit of eye candy on BBC Breakfast tomorrow at 9:05 a.m. So I think he might be on.
Wait for that to turn up on YouTube then, because no way in hell will I be awake then.
Be able to
I'll
see
be
If
that
it
when
was
you guys
Tuesday,
record
it
throw
would
up.
be a different kettle of ball games, because I've got to go and have blood taken. Oh yeah, that was my news from this week.
I'll take the
Apparently,
blood.
I'm not very well again, which is odd because I actually am not feeling it. So something's going on I don't know anything about, and also my kidneys are playing up. That was my news this week.
Drink more beer.
So-
Yeah. Watch them kidneys.
Yep. So Two Found Dinosaurs again back next Friday with episodes 3 and 4 of the Sea Devils. They're good ones, these ones.
Dishevelled.
The Dishevels, yes.
Devils.
For our Eocena theme,
Devils.
shut up, Sinister Enough for your
Silly-a-thon.
Silly-a-thon.
On
Doesn't-
The Slee Stackathon.
Next Saturday, there might be role-playing.
As far as I know, there's going to be a role play.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, but you didn't stream it last week, so that's what I'm saying.
This is true. I didn't stream it last week because there were only the 3 of us.
Because it was a moment of shame that shall never be mentioned again until we extract horrifying fucking revenge.
Remember, you still have to brief the other players on what happened last week.
Yes, you do.
I hate having to admit when I do wrong shit, and remember, I'm very, very vengeful.
I think I'm out of the country next
You
Saturday.
think you're vengeful?
It's just a fucking jihadist. I mean, Christ's sakes. Hello, GCHQ again.
It's so easy when you're evil.
Oh, dear me. Right. So, Two Fine Dinosaurs is 9 o'clock UK time, 4 p.m. Eastern time. The role-playing is 8 p.m. UK time, 3 p.m. Eastern. And next week's Flashing Blade will be usual time, 9 p.m., 4 p.m. Like I say, Stephen will be on once he's free. Basically, he's a bit busy at the moment. Am I boring you?
I'm sorry, the sugar rush from the Twinkies is kind of eased off.
And there we go, the crash.
I'll see
has
about
happened.
bringing you some Twinkies when I come to visit.
Oh, I'd be
Twinkies used to
very
be
careful
delivered
about
while we
stuff
were
like
doing
that. I
this.
don't know what the import things are like, especially now we've left Europe, if it's affected America or anything. So be careful.
Yeah.
You don't want to get clobbered with
Well,
any tax.
the most they'll do is, they'll throw them out.
Well, either that or they'll try and tax you something.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Just be careful.
I have to speak a word on Twinkies. Twinkies used to mate for life. They came nestled in that little plastic package, and there were 2 of them, right? But now this new
Superheroes used to give them out to people.
They only breed in Mexico. They don't breed in America anymore. They don't transmigrate or anything like that. So I'm not sure this is actually a true Twinkie. It may be like a Twinkie subspecies or some weird kind of genetically modified organism that is no longer truly a Twinkie. Like how many buffalo aren't truly buffalo. They have had,
What's that one called?
bred into them so that they can what?
Which one? The cupcake or the donut?
Ding dong.
The brown thing with the cream in the middle.
That's a
It's
cupcake.
ding dong.
Yeah.
Ding dong. It's a spooge-filled cupcake wrapped in chocolate.
You make it sound so appealing.
The ho-hos are the best, though.
Ho-hos are
I
really
have
good.
just
Ho-hos
found...
covered in... They're chocolate cake wrapped with cream filling covered in chocolate.
Hang on a second. Hang on. I
Chocolate
found
Twinkie, they're good, too.
a video that Sinister did for the Vidiprog, and I've no idea what it is. So I'm going to play it.
This. I love this. Product enlarged to show detail.
Yeah.
Yes.
Here we go. We're going to try this video. Let's see what happens.
What the hell is this?
And now, this week's episode.
Oh, dear.
I can't.
Sounds like
And that was it. That was...
What the hell is this?
There we go. I thought it was going to be a Space 1999 thing. It wasn't.
Ooh.
So...
I thought we were going to do Space 1999 at some point. Are we? Or not?
Yeah, we've got a load lined up now.
Got that lined up.
I'm
That's
quite happy because
I think
Callan's
the
in there
Amazon
somewhere now.
channel, yeah.
Now that Eddie isn't with us, we can do Callan. Brian will start
can.
complaining about it. You'll love it. I'm sure you will.
Have you done the TV
time.
version of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy yet?
Nope, haven't done that either.
There's a brave man. That'd be good.
Um,
That's just a difficult subject to approach because it kind of went through so many iterations. There
well,
were a
we're
lot of
talking the
rewrites and
TV
things in it.
series. Admittedly,
this-
we've got
I know,
the
but
context around it.
Between there at the radio show, because didn't it actually was supposed to go TV because it was in a book, then it hit the
Yeah,
radio,
so you've
and then
got-
it went to
you've got
TV.
several
and then-
different- there's multiple versions of the story. This is not in any particular. Well, actually, you've got the radio series,
Came
the
first.
album, which is different, the book, the TV series, the film, the towel,
Ow.
and the play. There were at least, I think, maybe one or two play versions. I
They
think.
need a nice.
I've got a
page.
Beeble Bear.
Yeah, basically, the plot of all of them starts out broadly the same, but there's divergence.
It's whatever Douglas.
Have we done the radio version of Star Wars?
Ooh,
No.
I had the album version.
I used to have
No,
those
one
on
knows what it
tape,
is.
but I don't have them anymore.
I got to admit,
record,
it does
the
not
LP,
appeal
the
to
vinyl.
me. If I'm honest with you,
Interesting.
Well, it's like the flashing. It's like Big Finish, only
Yeah.
it's Star Wars.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's
About
Star
5
Wars.
hours worth.
I'm not a
In the
huge
70s,
Star
folks,
Wars.
in case you didn't know, everything that came out eventually came out on vinyl. So Steve Martin, every Monty Python production came out on as a vinyl production on a record. Every movie, so The Life of Brian, The Holy Grail, and so forth. All of
There's
that.
loads
You can
of
find everything on there. Star Wars.
There's loads of Monty Python albums, not just
Oh,
the
yeah.
films. There's
tons, yeah.
Matching Tie and Handkerchief, which is I
Oh.
think the first 3-sided record.
I would like to do Independence Day UK.
Independence Day UK.
Yeah,
Has that got Nigel Farage in it?
no. Got
Good.
Patrick Moore in it, fighting an alien. Fist fighting an alien. I'll leave that image in your head. In fact,
Do you know
we
what I
might,
think-
we might yet do that.
Do you know what I
It's a
think we
one-off.
should do?
It's just a quick one-off jobby.
I think we should do Bad Taste by Peter Jackson.
I don't know what that is.
It's a really early Peter Jackson film, and it's fucking disgusting.
In that case, we won't do that.
Cannibalism or something.
Same as we're not going to do Zardoz, though I have let Staggering Stories
Zardoz.
know that McFadden Publishing feel that they should cover Zardoz.
Musty.
We're not.
Right.
We're decent
Zardoz
people.
is a complete mindfuck.
That's why we're not doing it.
Zardoz was
There's a giant bloke's
Sean
head in it.
Connery in the
I've
frickin'
watched Zardoz.
in the
I
man
never want to
thing,
see
bikini,
Sean
whatever.
Connery in a diaper again.
in a diaper, yeah, basically. See, like, I thought this was gonna be like Space Sumo when I saw it at first, and I was like, what the fuck? And then it just got weirder from there.
You see, part of me now wants to watch it.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
It's a long time since I've seen it. I just remember the big stone head and obviously the twist at the end.
All right. Don't spoil it for me, please. Right, we're going to go away now. Yeah. So, you know what's coming up next week. There's stuff, there's things.
There's places.
Yeah. So basically, say Boutros Ghali.
Boutros Ghali.
No.
Just golly.
I give up.
Buttless Pally. What?
Assless Chef.
He was UN General
Trying to
Secretary.
say goodbye.
You've got to fight for what you want, for all that you believe. It's right to fight for what we want, to live the way we please. As long as we have done our best, then no one can do more. And life and love and happiness are well worth fighting for. They're well worth fighting for.
Where are we going? John Levine. Like I said, John Levine. The long way round.
Fuck, I got the wrong titles again.